Unless you're like a wise guy. Like, I don't.
Right.
You know? But like, we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
you guys came here, we're like, what up? You know? Like, Napoli's like the Brownsville of Italy. You know? Like, it's
Wow.
like you'll go to Napoli. Like, let's say you go over there right now, you'll get pickpocketed. I think I'm the bridge from Italy to Italian Americans.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the Journey Podcast. This episode is brought to you by Evermore Alkaline Water. Shout out to them for our sponsor. Joined by cousin Jake. How we doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
We are in Brooklyn today, and we have the pleasure of interviewing Sabino Curcio, host of the Growing Up Italian podcast.
Thanks
Appreciate
for having
you
me,
taking
boys.
the time,
Thank
man.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for coming on the pod,
No
bro.
problem,
It means a
no
lot.
problem,
And
no
also
problem.
hosting us in his beautiful studio. We
Yes.
decided not to go with a wide shot because the boys don't have that much money yet. We haven't built our own studio, so we had to hijack Sabino's place,
No
you
problem.
know.
You guys are good.
You guys will probably
Welcome
see the Italian
anytime.
coast.
Thank
yeah,
you, brother.
thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, I've been watching your content for a while now.
Thank you, bro.
And I love it. You know, my stepmom is Italian, 100% Italian, and my mother was Italian. He's Italian, so
Yeah.
it's just always like, you know, it's always just like jokes we make. I eat Italian food every night, so
Right.
it's
We all can relate to, you know, being Italian.
yeah.
Like Drake said, I was feeling Italian this week, you know?
Yeah.
Flip is going crazy.
Well,
Right.
bro, because being Italian is cool.
Yeah.
Being Italian is cool. Like, bro, like, so I was tapping into your content for like the past week, and he's always sent me clips. Like, he's a fan. Like, he
Yeah.
really loves your
I've been
shit.
sending you stuff
He
all
loves
the
your
time.
shit. I'm a fan too. I just fucking hate my phone. Like, if I have my phone in my
Yeah.
hand, I want to throw it against the wall. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, if I'm using it for clips and shit like that, cool. But other than that, I try not to spend too much time on it. But like, bro, there's something about Italians that people really love.
And
For
also dislike, too.
yeah, but that's good for us though,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
because
yeah.
like you said, like what makes a clip go viral,
Yeah.
and there's some type of interaction in the comments, some type of what's
Disagreement.
The word? Yeah, some
Yeah,
type
yeah,
of
yeah.
disagreement.
Controversy. Yeah.
And I think, and I was telling someone about your show the other day, and I don't even know if you know how big this thing is going to be, but we speak about podcasting all the time and social media in general, and there's so much people that say, "Oh, it's too late now." You know, the game is so saturated. I don't feel that way. I think podcasting is going to be a thing
Yeah.
where in 10 years, the same way I meet you on the street and ask you for your Instagram, I'd be like, "Hey, what's your podcast?" Like every single celebrity, every single person is
You're
going
going to
to.
have a podcast.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's going to
and-
be your portfolio.
And you guys are in a position, for anyone that doesn't know, you have 1 million followers on TikTok,
million
even-
on Instagram.
million
right?
on Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
and you guys are like the flagship podcast for being
Yeah.
Italian.
Yeah, being Italian American, yeah.
Yeah.
Even being Italian in general, because, like, we've got, like, some of the biggest... so we kind of did the opposite. Like, we got the biggest guests in Italy. Like, we interviewed some of, like, the biggest artists in Italy, and now we're, like, doing stuff here. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Chazzes and
Right.
stuff like that, you know? So it's kind of crazy. We did it opposite. But, yeah, man, it's cool. Like, for me, we were doing it for so many years, like, just as a hobby out of love.
Yeah.
Now that it's, like, actually, like, making numbers and shit, it's cool to see, you know?
And so, do you do anything on the side? Is this your full-time
No,
thing?
I mean, yeah, this is, like, my side thing for sure. But
Yeah.
it is, like, what I put my full-time, like, on.
Effort.
But
Yeah.
it doesn't pay the bills. Like,
Right, right, right.
But
full-time,
it
you know?
will. It will.
hopefully, yeah, hopefully.
Well,
one day.
because you just told me like the numbers that your friend is a chef
Yeah.
on Facebook. They're paying him. I don't want to disclose the number, but it's a freaking crazy
Yeah.
6-figure number
I mean,
per
listen, there's
month.
something out there for everybody, you know? Like, content, whether you're top or in the middle, something, you know?
Right,
That
right,
could
right,
be
right.
really good, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at least we have a chance. That's the way I look at it. By the end of the day, like, I do this because I feel like a certain duty is that I'm the only person that could, like, bridge Italy and Italian Americans like that. So it's
Wow.
like, it's not really all about the money. If it comes, God bless. But
Yeah.
I probably still do this if it wasn't for the money because I did it so many years, you know?
Right,
Right.
right,
There's,
right,
there's,
right.
there's purpose behind
Yeah,
it.
exactly. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. I kind of want to start with that. Like, let's talk about your upbringing, your childhood, growing up.
I grew up here, this
In-
block right here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is this your store
Yeah.
down
it's
below?
my family store, yeah.
And
That-
so you were there since you were what? You said I think 12,
Four.
right?
4. I started working there when I was
Started
12.
working when you were 12, right?
Yeah,
Wow.
but my pops bought the building when I was 4.
Wow.
So I remember like growing up in here, you know.
So you've been in Brooklyn your whole life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I left like a couple of years ago. Like I have a house in Queens, but I'm still here every day. Like mostly every day.
Right.
You know?
Is it still Italian here compared to? Because
Nah. A little bit. Like
Yeah?
you still got like the thing about this part of Brooklyn. I don't know if it's because I'm from here, but you still get like that neighborhood feel. Like if you hang out at the same place for like 3-4 weeks,
right.
soon you'll see the same people. They'll be like, "Hello, how are you?" Know what I mean? Like
Right.
it's like still a neighborhood. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like where I live in Queens, it's kind of like where you guys are from, Long Island. Like there's like a guy that lives 2 doors down I never seen. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
It's like you just go home and that's it. But if you live like on the second floor on top of a pork store, like you're gonna see that little old Italian lady. You know, you're gonna see the same people every day. You know.
Right.
So that's the only difference. Like it's still a neighborhood.
Yeah.
know what I mean?
I think that's cool as shit, bro. Like I didn't. We obviously grew up on Long Island. I didn't have any of that neighborhood, that Brooklyn culture. My dad did. He grew up in Garrettson Beach or something.
Yeah, it's in Brooklyn.
Yeah, Garrettson, and also Greenpoint, which I think is like
Greenpoint's right here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, no, I just think he's a pussy because I grew up in Long Island. You know, I think he thinks I'm a pussy because I grew up in Long Island, and he tells me about like the grit of like New York. Is that still a thing? Is there
I
still
would
grit
say
here?
so, yeah. I mean, not like we always like say like, "What are you from Long Island?" You know what I mean? Like it sounds soft. Like, "What are you from Long Island?"
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's just a different lifestyle because you know you have the driveway. It's a little different. There's just like something about being from Brooklyn, Queens, like from the boroughs. Like,
Yeah.
You know, same thing like Westchester. We look
Right.
at it the same
It's
way.
not-
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
know
not.
what I mean?
It's not even like New York.
You're not from the city. You know?
Right.
Right.
What is more Italian, Brooklyn or the Bronx?
I think different neighborhoods are more Italian than others. You know.
Right.
Like Arthur Avenue serves its purpose. This block serves its purpose. There's blocks in Queens that serve their purpose, you know. I'm
Yeah.
sure there's even like places in Long Island that serve their purpose, you know.
Yeah.
So
Of course.
So
I learned from the show like not to judge what's more Italian, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I was just in Chicago, and they're like, you know, third generation, like never been to Italy, and like the way they view stuff is so different. You know, so everybody like, for what I learned from doing the shows, everybody like has their like growing up Italian, so to speak, like their
Right.
experiences. So who am I to say like, oh, that's not, you know, Italian, you know,
Right.
or mine's more Italian, you know what I mean?
Right.
I used to think like that, but now I start to like understand more.
Well, because
you know?
Italians can have like a little bit of like a big ego. I feel like that's like
Kind of,
Yeah.
a lot, yeah.
Yeah, it's like you know like the guys that wear like the I mean well there you go right we got the Italian guys right there like
the soccer boys.
yeah like they rep that and yeah it's always weird like I used to work in restaurants and like people would like correct the way I would say things and I'm like well I did grow up Italian, maybe not as Italian as you, but like is it making me any lesser Italian because I didn't say
Gabagool.
I said galamad, but so let me ask you that stupid question, but like when you say calamari, are you supposed to say it with like a G in front of it or
I don't
no?
even follow that really. Like I say, however I feel in that moment.
Yeah.
Like there'll be like, you know, I'm kind of like a chameleon. Like if I'm in a very Italian situation, I'll be like calamari. But if I'm in Brooklyn or Little Italy, you know, Mulberry, I say galamari. You know.
Right.
It's just like I'm a chameleon. You know, like I
Right.
know when to be super Italian or when to be like, you know, Italian American. But either way, I don't really care. Like, yeah, if you say galamari, I might make fun of you for that. But if you say it the other way, I might tease you for that. You know.
Right.
I pick and choose.
So I want you to kind of like bridge the gap for us and the viewers, whoever's listening, like between like Italy Italian and then New York Italian, because like obviously you have knowledge in both areas. So like what is
And
the
just in
differences
generalities,
in
whatever
food,
comes to mind.
culture? You know, the stereotypical Italian is that over there, or the women know everything.
Like Italians from there, it depends. Like if you're my friend, you'll be like, yeah, he's a real Italian. But someone on the outside, because I was born here, they automatically say, no, you're American.
Really?
So like, you know, we've had plenty of shows where we like spoke about this, but it's like we're too Italian here and we're too American there. You know what I mean? But it's cool because like it is what it is, you know? Like I have a good time either way, you know?
Right.
Like to me the funniest people though are like people like me that are first generation. So their parents are Italian, they could speak it, they've been to Italy mad times, you know, like they're super in tune with both. But that's why I get along with the most. Like people that are like born born here, but understand the culture very well. You know.
Right. So you've been to Italy a bunch of times?
Yeah, like 30, 32 times, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, almost every year.
That's amazing.
And sometimes 2 times a year.
Why not live in Italy?
There's no money in Italy.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
No, that's why everybody moved here.
Wow.
There's no like.
I'm going to Milan to do like 5 episodes there.
Okay, fire.
So like I'll be there like 2 weeks. I'll do 5 episodes, 6 episodes.
Right. Like if I want to start a business in Italy, can I?
You?
Like I'm just saying. Well, I'm saying like let's say I spoke Italian and stuff. You know.
Yeah, but who? Nobody's ever done that in history. You know what I mean? There's no money. You know, I think because Italy, like, it's the same thing as here. Is like you're super limited. I mean, listen, I come from a small town. Like, my town, there's like 2,000 people. So, my experiences are way different than somebody else's. But think about it. Like, the food in Italy is much cheaper. So you're gonna go there. Let's say someone like me, like I have a sandwich shop. I'm gonna go there and make sandwiches for 3-4 euros. You know what I mean? Like, when I'm getting 18 here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, right.
It's like, you know, Italy's not the place to do business.
Because I like.
Unless you're like a model or something, you know what I mean? Something like that, maybe. But.
Yeah. No, because I have a thing with me. Like I've never been to Italy, but I'm big on nature. Obviously, like our podcast is a lot about like mental health and like I kind of can get like a little woo woo. Like, bro, I'll walk around. I'll walk around Brooklyn barefoot just so like my feet are on the ground. I'm feeling the electrons.
You walk around Brooklyn barefoot.
I would walk around Brooklyn barefoot.
You would or you did?
I would. You know what I'm saying? I would have no problem doing that.
I would walk from here to Huntington, but you know.
Yeah.
I got a car. So.
Yeah.
It's a big wood is a big like. That's a big difference.
No, he would do it. I could probably co-sign. My friend, the other day he left his car at his aunt's house, probably 25-minute walk, main road. Yeah. My boy's driving past, sees him walking on the side of the road, barefoot.
It's raining.
There's no
too.
sidewalk, raining, barefoot. My boy calls me like, "Yo, I found Jake on the side of the road."
You in your bag or something?
I was listening to a self-help podcast, bro, and just fucking had my shoes
bro,
off.
Stay away from those things. watch Netflix. Like, walk around barefoot. I know you went to like a Tony Robbins event or something.
Yeah, probably. That's probably what it was. No, well, I'm that guy, bro. Like I don't know what it is. Like that just fires me up, bro. Like I like all that shit.
He likes to lay in the grass and shit.
Yeah.
Pizza fires me up.
There you go. That's more up my alley. Yeah.
I like that. Well, I want to go. Like I have a big dream, bro, of going to Italy and like. Because I have Italian blood in me, I want to I want to live there.
Nah,
you
bro.
know?
See, like what you're saying, like walk around barefoot. Like my version, that's like traveling, like seeing different things. Like when I go somewhere I've never been, I feel like everywhere I've ever been, like I take something with me. Like so, like when I went to Brazil, like I took something back with me. Like whenever I go to new little towns in Italy, or when I went to Barcelona, like you learn a lot about like their people, their culture when you're like visiting. You know.
Right.
So like for me, it's travel, like experiencing, like you know, even Miami, like even like going somewhere like that's not where you're from. Like you're always like learning the way people think. And
yeah.
So to me, like that's like my experiences. You know. Like,
Yeah.
Can you talk about the food in Italy specifically and how it differentiates from Italian food in New York?
So like, bro, you know, it's so crazy with just the regions in Italy, the food gets so different. Like, so lately I've been spending a lot of time in the north because like all my friends I've made, like they all live in Milan, right? So like Milan, they're more like based with like butter, risotto. Like the south is more like tomatoes and this. Don't get me wrong, you could get that food in Milan too,
right.
But like the actual people, like they're more of like a risotto with truffles and you know what I mean? Like different food just in Italy. Like even like Rome, you know, known for that. Napoli, known for that. Sicily, like everybody's like known
got their own
for their
things.
own thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like those like places by the water, they'll be more known for the seafood. But then like places like Milan, they're known for like the butter and this and that.
Yeah. But if I want to go there and like, and I'm sorry if this is like surface level, but like these are just things I have to know because I'm pretty Americanized, you know. If I want to go there and get like a spicy rigatoni alla vodka, is that happening?
Bro, it's not happening.
Yeah.
No. It's not happening.
No
That's
such
what I was
thing?
telling him because I obviously I watch your clips. I saw you guys talking about like chicken parm's not really a thing, right?
I mean, like, so the vodka sauce thing, there's like a lot of conversations we had on this show, but like back in the day, it used to be a big thing at weddings in Italy. Like I remember like people would always make it and shit, but if you go there now for vodka sauce, they're like not gonna know what it is. But like all the Italians that come to my shop, like our biggest sellers, the chin cutlet, vodka sauce, fresh mozzarella. Like when they eat it, like yo, it's fire, yeah, it's good.
Right.
They'll be like, no, it's too much for one thing. Like they won't eat a whole sandwich.
Right.
It's just like they don't eat like that. Like they don't eat big portions like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like chicken parm don't exist in Italy. It's like a tourist thing.
Like
if you go to Rome, you'll get chicken parm like in random spots.
Because that's where tourists are.
Yeah, but like, let's say if I take you to a real Roman restaurant, bro, it's gonna be like cacio and pepe. It's like pasta with cheese and black pepper. Like, it's super like traditional, like to what the town is, you know. And like Napoli, like if you go get pizza there, it's not like Joe's Pizza, like a big round pie cut in 8. It's like a personal pie, and it's like mad like it's fresh like mutts and tomatoes. So it's like watery almost. Like, you know, you ever had Napolitan pizza? Like personal pies?
I think so.
It's like a personal pie. Like if you grab it, literally like flop, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a different style, you know? Mm-hmm. It's not like Vinny's cold cheese.
Yeah,
know?
Little Vincent's,
right.
Little
Vincent's.
Yeah. Is it like disrespect? My boy went to Italy, got pizza, asked for Parmesan. Is that disrespectful to put Parmesan?
Like grated Parmesan on top?
Yeah, like grated cheese on top of your pizza.
See, like you don't do stuff like that there. It's weird. I mean, like, yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, have you guys ever been to New Park and Howard Beach?
Yeah.
So I was literally there yesterday. It's like I put the grated cheese and, you know, the garlic powder like on top after. Like, so yeah. That's what I'm saying. Is like I'm a chameleon. Like I know when to do one thing and when to do the other. You know?
Right. Like it's all good. You know, like any type of Italian culture is good, even if it's Americanized.
But for the most part, Italians over there, like they take their food very like traditional route. Like this is the way it should be, and that's it. Yeah. You know, over here it's like you could add this, you could add. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a big difference. But yeah, you don't go there ask for like. That kind of
right.
Yeah.
What's something?
Text me and like ask me for.
Okay. All right. Done. What's something like?
It also depends where you're eating, by the way.
Right.
But yeah.
Is there anything that's like considered like I guess really disrespectful to do in Italy? Like what's like really looked down upon in
that's
Italy?
That's done maybe over here.
Yeah.
That's like accepted over here, but like in Italian culture, you shouldn't do that.
Like, am I allowed to, like, if I meet someone's father, am I allowed to shake his hand or something? Or, like, is anything, like, super crazy like that?
I don't think anything like that.
No?
Not that I know of.
Yeah.
I mean, like, my family, we come from a super small town, so I think they're just, like, awkward. Like, we just socially, like, we're just social, like, so different socially. Like, in Italy, like, guys, like, they kiss each other hello 2 times.
Right.
On cheek to cheek. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like for us, like bro, we don't do that. Unless you're like a wise guy. Like I don't.
Right.
You know, but like we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys came here, we're like, what up? You know?
Yeah.
Over there, it's like, ciao, como stai? You know, like
right.
Like that's kind of it's a big like social difference. You know, like I don't know.
And do you do that when you go over there?
That's what I'm saying. I'm a chameleon,
so
bro. I know when to do it. You know?
I like it.
You know, sometimes you got to know when to do it. But like with family and shit, of course. But then like. You know, the people that like they like you like get their energy when they want to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right, so I want to pivot off of Italy and I want to move more so into you.
Yeah. Let's do it.
What so how old are you?
I'm 33.
33.
So I said.
God bless.
Patrick Ewing.
There you go.
There you go.
Knicks fan?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what you said you've been doing this for 5 years, right?
Mhm.
What So 5 years, were podcasts big 5 years ago?
Not really.
Rogan was probably like the main one, right?
Yeah.
That was really doing it?
Like, yeah, honestly, when I did it, we didn't even know what the hell we were doing. Now, I'm not going to say we know what we're doing, but, you know, we have some structure. But, like, it took us like 2 years, maybe even more, 3 years to figure out what the structure was, you know?
I'd say about the same for us.
Yeah.
Like I started this 2020 during COVID,
yeah.
And I mean to find it.
Were you guys doing Zoom? Like Zoom?
I did a few Zooms.
Right?
It sucks.
Yeah, it
but
sucks.
I would set up my camera, and then I would have obviously if the person was out of state, I would just use their Zoom.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say it was about 3 years, 2022, 2.5 years, where official co-host, we found our structure. This is what our purpose of our podcast, the genre. So I feel like it does take about that time.
What's crazy is that whole time when the whole world shut down, we still put a podcast out every week.
And
That's when I knew we were gonna last.
Would you guys do it over Zoom, or would you guys just meet up?
We like did a couple over Zoom. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Well, like me, like I was doing a bunch of by myself on Zoom.
Yeah.
And those videos are up. They got like 200-300 views, like nothing, you know.
Right.
But like I think that was like a mental thing. We're like, yo, we're gonna do this, you know. Like,
What sparked the idea to start it?
so honestly, like my cousin and sister, they started like the Instagram. They had the Instagram going for like a year or two. Then when they had the idea for the podcast, they asked me to be like a co-host. And then you know, just like when we were doing a lot of shows, like they had like things to do during the day. Like my cousin was a teacher, so I found myself like always like doing the shows when nobody could. So then slowly like I got some big guests, and so now like my cousin Rocco's always like on with me when we do stuff in house. I basically curate the pods though, like I'll do, like say, yo, this guy would be good. We'd be good with that guy. Like I try to like make it make sense, you know. So yeah, but it's been like 5 years since then.
Cause you bring in you do you have a standard co-host, or do you bring
my
in
cousin Rocco? Yeah,
Yeah.
he's usually on a lot, but if he's not available, you know, sometimes I'll switch it up. You know?
You'll like have like a little Mo on as
Yeah,
like
exactly,
as an honorary
exactly.
co-host,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Because that was just like that was with that guy Vinny with the 50 chains.
That guy was fucking
So like, that was like
hysterical,
one of those things
bro.
where I was like, yo, him and Mo together would be so funny, you know?
Right,
That was
right.
100% real, right?
Yeah, it was 100% real.
Wow. Is
I
that
mean-
is that an Italian thing to do?
What?
The 50 chains thing?
No,
No.
no, that's just a crazy Vinny.
Where's
thing
he
to do.
from?
He's from Naples, but he lives in Bay Ridge. But that's what I'm saying. Like Napoli Don people, that's how they are. You know?
Really?
Like, people from Napoli, they're crazy. You know?
Really.
Like Napoli's like the Brownsville of Italy. You know, like it's
Wow.
like you'll go to Napoli. Like let's say you go over there right now, you'll get pickpocketed. Like
Really?
even me, like when I was traveling, I'll never forget this. Like I was dating this chick and she was Sicilian, whatever. So she came by my parents' hometown for like a couple of days, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to Sicily." So we had to drive to the airport with my boy, and like I said, like I was like 18, 19 at the time, you know, like super naive. So we just like drove with my boy to the passport, and like some guys rolled up on us. They're like, "Yo, can we borrow $50? Like 50 euros?" So like $50. I'm like, and my friend right away in Italian was like, "No, you know, if you want, we have a sandwich." You know, like you know, but we don't even have like eyes. He said in Italian, "Non tenimo l'occhio per piangere." It means like we don't have eyes to cry. You know what I mean? So like we don't have money for
Right,
you.
right.
you
We ain't
know?
got none.
So once he said that and like that dialect, they're like, "Oh, they're from here," you know. So they chill.
Right.
But like the way I dress, you won't think I'm Italian or speak Italian, you know.
Wow.
But yeah, Naples is like that, you know.
Wow.
But he comes from there. Like they're known for like pickpocket. Like there's videos like girls that buy like a bootleg bag, like they switch it out. You know, like they're known for being.
Is there
shiesty.
is there gang activity over there?
I
Like
mean, you never
we
saw
have, like,
Gomorrah? That show Gomorrah,
No.
bro, it's fire. You gotta watch
What's
it.
it
It's
on?
like HBO Max.
Okay.
But it's like about the Napoli gang. You know?
Really?
Yeah, it's fire.
Fuck.
You gotta watch with the subtitles. It's dope.
Oh, it's all Italian.
Yeah, it's all time.
Okay.
But bro, it's a fire show. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
Wow. Yeah, no, I wouldn't think about. You know, it's funny, bro. When I think of Italy, I don't think like anything like low class.
You never been there though.
No. Yeah.
Bro, think about how many Italians are here. It's
Yeah,
nothing
that is
but
true.
local. If it was so good, people would all live there, right?
Yeah.
But
That was my
it is
expectation. That's
beautiful.
why I talked to
It is
you
beautiful,
like.
but
Yeah.
people that really want to change their life move here.
Mm.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Right.
Like you come here to work and like sacrifice to make like it better for your family in the future. You know?
Yeah.
Like, change generations.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So with the podcast, obviously you've had some huge people on. What would be your like all time favorite guest? Who's someone that like you need to have on?
Great question.
Sylvester Stallone for sure.
Wow.
That's my number one.
Sylvester
And
Stallone.
I don't want to jinx it, but I'll say like our chances got better.
Wow.
You know? I'll just say that.
That's awesome.
Now, do you feel? Now, this is gonna be a stupid question for you. Do you feel that you can get eventually in the future? Do you think you can get whoever you'd want on?
I feel like I get whoever I want on now.
Yeah.
if I really want to.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow.
That's where the point we're at.
Right.
Like, if you're Italian American, you know my show, for the most part. And most likely, if you're into, like, you know, I want to say, like, hip-hop culture
Yeah.
like, in Italy, you know who I am, too. Like, you know
Right.
the show.
Right.
You know, we had some viral moments where, you know what I'm saying? Like, all of Italy knew about the... You know what I'm saying? Like, we broke some stuff in Italy. So,
Whoa.
You know
That's
what I mean?
amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
yeah.
How's that feel?
It's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like, coming from... Like, my parents literally come from a town of 2,000 people.
Right.
And we're with the Drake of Italy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy to me.
You were with the Drake of Italy?
Yeah,
That guy,
like
right?
my boy's the biggest artist in Italy, so
Oh, yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
and like I said, he like did an interview with me when we had like 60,000 followers. So like we didn't have a big following, and that was like our first big guest, you know. So we had like a viral moment with that, you know. Like
Yeah.
from that episode, like 7 of the 10 biggest artists in Italy like started following me, and
Wow.
that's crazy to me, you know.
Mm,
Wow.
Like coming from where we come from, like it's not meant to happen.
right.
It's cool shit, bro, seeing that this is even a lane, like seeing that you can, like, we say it all the time, if you wanted to do something like this 20 years ago, you'd have to go through MTV or HBO or have an agent or a manager, bro, but all of us, like, we're not the fucking smartest guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just honestly just put ourselves out there and decided to stay committed to doing it, and, like, now all this
people
good
like
shit's
it.
happening, yeah.
Yeah, we control our own destiny now, you know?
Yeah.
With social media, you know, anybody could become famous. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Or get a massive following, you know?
Right, right.
It all depends what you do with it, you know?
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
So out of everything that you've done, every single interview,
Mhm.
what was your favorite one?
I don't know if I have a favorite one. I mean, I honestly have fun with, like, the one... Like, see the guy with crazy video, all the chains? Like, mad people were like, why would you do that? Like, why are you going to do this podcast? This guy doesn't even speak, like, good English. But I was like, yo, watch.
Yeah.
And
Super
that shit went
viral.
viral, bro.
Right. Yeah,
That shit went crazy, you know? So, to me, it's like doing shit that I want to do, you know? Like, I'm at a point now, like, just because someone has 1 million followers, like, I might not even do the podcast with them. Like, it's more if I feel we could put out something cool, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I don't care if someone has a lot of followers, you know? Like, that don't mean anything. Like, it depends about the conversation, you know?
Right.
Like, so people that I just think are funny or characters, like, I'll have them on the show, you know?
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
Have you ever tried to target anyone from The Sopranos?
I had a couple people on from The Sopranos. I had Federico Castelluccio. He played Furio.
Okay.
I had... I'm trying to think who else. I know there's another one. Oh, Joe Ganascoli. He was on the Zoom. That's the guy that played Vito.
Okay.
Vito Spadafor.
Okay.
Yeah, we had him on the Zoom. Vincent Curatola, guy who played Johnny Sack, was in this office. Vincent Pastore was in this office. He was like in a movie with Justina Valentine. You know?
Oh,
Justina?
yeah.
And he played Mr. Sabino in her movie.
Okay.
Wow.
So like he knows about the show, and like he was supposed to. So like people like that's this shit with like Chaz, right? Like I met Chaz's son used to come hang out here all the time when we used to do like a lot of the TikTok skits.
Mhm.
You know, like 5 names of Italian would name their dog, like
Right,
you know
right,
that
right.
kind of
Yeah.
stuff, right? So like his son would always come here. So when I met Chaz the first time, and I was like, "Yo, your son used to always," and he's like, "Oh, he told me about you, whatever."
Mhm.
That was the first time. And the next time I saw him, he's like, "Yo, I seen your show. I want to come on."
Wow.
Then the third time, then his boy, me and his friend, were somewhere, and he's like, "I'm gonna talk to Chaz for you. I'm gonna talk to him.
Wow.
I'm gonna tell him he's got to come on."
Wow.
And literally, we got back from vacation, and then he calls me. He's like, "Yo, Chaz wants you to email him." I'm like, email him? Okay.
Yeah.
So like I had his number and everything, but I never like called him or texted him. I was
Mhm.
like, it wasn't like a real like, all right, I'm ready to do it.
Right,
You
right,
know what I
right,
mean?
right,
So
right.
Yeah.
then I emailed him, sent a couple of date options, whatever. He's like, I forgot, it was like March maybe, and he's like, basically he couldn't do it the next month. I was saying it was like the month after. So it's almost like I booked it like 2 months in advance.
yeah.
You know,
Right.
just had it in the calendar, and like
Wow.
2 weeks before, I'm like, are we still good? He's like, yeah, whatever. He's like, is there places to park? I'm like, yeah. All right. Then like 2 days before, are we good? And then like the morning of, like I was just like waiting, like all right, it's like 30 minutes before the time you're supposed to be here. I remember like just like having a window open and just looking, and I see him like parking across the street.
Wow.
So I just like walked down, met him. It was funny.
Were you nervous for that episode?
Honestly, that one no.
No?
He was like super chill.
Yeah.
I'm more nervous for like if I've never met someone, and you got to just like try to like do something on the fly. I'm more comfortable when I met someone, you know?
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of like a first time
Forcing
instance,
something,
and
you
you
know?
gotta like warm them up and
Yeah,
like get a feel for
exactly.
them, and you don't know
Exactly.
how it's gonna
Because
go.
I met him a couple of times, I was like comfortable, and then I was cool with his son, you know? So
That's
we
great.
had that like history.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
When you interviewed Bhad Bhabie, did you know her beforehand?
Nope.
How was that?
That's crazy. I mean, she like messaged us on Instagram. Just like, I want to come on the show. I'm in New York next week. So like, she just DM'd us.
Wow.
And it was like, I was with my cousins like that night, and it's like when we just got home. It was like 1:00 in the morning, and she DM'd us that. So I was like, all right, let's do it. And then she gave me her manager's number. We picked a date, and the same thing. I met her literally, and then we started doing an interview. But I think she really wanted to do it because like to get in touch with her Italian culture, because her mom like loves Italian culture and shit, you know?
Right.
Like her mom, because she was on with her mom.
Oh,
Like,
her
she
mom
always said
came
like,
on?
I want to come on the show with my mom.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
How did it go?
It was good.
It was good.
Yeah.
That was like our most like viewed episode, like
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
so I think we have maybe one that has little. I don't know. It's like one of the top ones, but
Mhm.
yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
I like doing shit like that. Like people that are trying to like tap into like, or people sometimes just people that have questions, you know, like
Right.
about the Italian culture, like they have, you know.
Mhm.
So it was a cool episode to do.
If you could have someone on that's super big but not Italian, would you have him on?
Yeah, it's a good
Like
question.
Denzel Washington?
Denzel Washington. Yeah, we could talk about American Gangster. I don't know.
Yeah.
At least, as long as I like, you know, like I ask like about Italian food or something. I feel like we have to do that too. You know?
Yeah.
Like
of
if the
course.
opportunity comes. you
Of
know?
cose, yeah. It's too big to not.
Right.
Yeah, it's too big.
Yeah, and
to
then
not.
you can educate you like you were saying. Then you can educate people
Yeah.
that aren't even Italian.
Imagine
About,
people be like, this guy's teaching this guy about Italian. He's not even Italian himself.
Right,
That's what like
right.
you know people would say.
What's going on, guys? I hope you're enjoying this episode. I'm in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, at Anthony & Sons Panini Shop, enjoying this beautiful sub. Gonna wash it down with an Evermore water, rare alkaline source, pH levels 8.8 to 9.1. Keeps me hydrated through the summer. Go to your local store to find your Evermore. Yeah, but I mean, what are you? You're 100%?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Like I'll never forget. Like for me, when I met Central C, I was like, that's one of the times I was like, damn, yeah, I wish I could do this one. You know, like
You met Central C?
yeah.
In is
New
he
York.
from in New York?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But when I met him, he was like a guy. I was like, damn, like he would be cool to have on the pod. Like we talk about UK, Italian. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do want to do stuff like that for
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah. What are your like?
I've had people that aren't Italian on the show,
Mm-hmm.
like, or at least like they're half Italian, half Greek, half Italian, half
Right,
this.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, bro, like him and I, like we spend pretty much every waking hour, unless I get fucking sick of him. But we spend pretty much every waking hour trying to figure out how we can take the show to the next level. We breathe this shit, you know. What are like some of your plans moving forward for how you guys want to take this to the next level?
So for me, it's different kind of contents. You know, like, you know, I can't say I'm working on it because it's not true. Like, it's an idea in my head, but like I have an idea of like writing a movie script. You know, something like that. Like, that would be like the
Growing
next
up
step for
Italian
me.
productions.
Yeah, like we already like, I don't want to say I have like a production company, but it's like that's the next step for us. Like we're looking to add a couple of shows under our umbrella, and my real dream is to do like that kind of content. Like I do have, if you look on our YouTube, like I produced this travel show with Sal the Voice. You know Sal, right? He's from Long Island. He was on America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
So like we have a traveling show. We have like 4 episodes out. Another one that we filmed that's getting edited. So it's like I like doing the production side of shit.
That's
you know?
awesome, bro. Like an Italian, like a straight up like fucking platform, like an
Yeah.
entire.
Like basically like you know all these like, the good thing about having guests that I've had is that like when I really have the idea, like I know who I could go to, like someone like Chaz, right? Like he's the big homie, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna like I noticed this after I did a show with him, but I had so many people like ask me for things, and like 3 people said like, "Can you give him a script?" And I was like, "Yo, that's crazy!" Like I never even thought of that. Like now I have the email, you know what I'm saying? But like I'm not gonna make this random guy that I just got. I'm like,
right.
it's gonna be mine. You know? It's gonna be something I believe in. You know what I mean? But yeah, like for me, like now that I have like a lot of these connections and stuff, is like to me it makes sense to do something like that in the future. You know, like a short film or try to film a pot. You know, something like that.
Right.
That'd be awesome. And that's what's so crazy about like this podcasting thing of just like the opportunities that it can create. And
that's really what it is, bro. It's just opportunities.
Like a lot of like the biggest podcasts in the world, right? Like that's not their only thing. Yeah. Like nobody only has a podcast. Everyone has something else. Like Logan Paul has, obviously he's a superstar. Joe Rogan is UFC comedian, you know? Like, so like, your podcast got you to this platform, but like you could be like one of the biggest like Italian, you know, producers, directors, whatever shows. So, and it all started from a growing up Italian
podcast. I'm doing the opposite, you know, which is crazy.
That's what we're doing. Yeah, exactly. We use the podcast to get us to that point. So
in the beginning, did you have a lot of like local people talking shit about you?
Still do.
Yeah.
But who cares?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So how do you deal with that? How do you deal with?
It depends on the day, you know. Like, you know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say like, oh, like I don't care. You know, some days I don't care, and some days like, oh, I got some time to that. You know.
Right.
So it depends on the day, you know. Like, but I mean, people that are like hate on the show, like at the end of the day, like some people say like, oh, feel like they're more equipped to do this, so do it. Like, I wish everybody like did do that, you know. Like, you should be proud of your heritage. You know what I mean? Like, or if you want to like express yourself in that kind of way, like, do a podcast. Like, go ahead.
Try
like,
it.
I encourage people to do it. You know, like, if that's how you want to express yourself, like, there's no reason to hate me for doing it. You know?
Right.
Like, you could easily do the same thing.
Yeah.
But I know it's like a lot of people just hate. Like, it's just like neighborhood shit, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have to deal with that as much along.
No, we get a lot of hate. Yeah.
Oh no, we get. Last night I got a. It was fun on the way here. Last night, 3 a.m. I get a prank call, and they say, "Hey, Mr. Cummings, this is so and so. We're looking to sponsor your podcast. This is your last final offer." You know, just some troll from I guess our hometown that has my home phone number calling me at 3 a.m. I had work at 4:30. Woke me up, and I just answered. I didn't say a word. But, like, still, to this day, like, that's what you're doing at 3 a.m. And it has to be someone we know. They have my phone number.
Yeah.
But, so of course we get it.
My number one advice would be never answer those kind of calls.
Well, I'm always optimistic. Whenever I get a number, I don't know who it is. I'm like, yo, this could be
money.
This could be money. This could be Mike Tyson wants to come on the podcast. He doesn't want to disclose his number.
That's never happened in life. Never.
Right.
It never happens that way.
Yeah, that's funny.
I have like this thing on my phone, like if I don't have your number stored, it doesn't even ring.
Oh, it's like a spam.
Yeah, it's like a spam thing. You know, if they really want to get in touch, they'll text or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
I hate people that just called. Right.
Without. But yeah, I mean, hey, we signed up for this. You know what I mean? Like, we knew. I mean, I don't know. We didn't really know what we were getting into. Like I told you, like we used to rebuttal against all the bad comments because.
Yeah, when we first started going viral, I just couldn't believe how much negative comments there would be. How much stupid comments there would be. Like what you're saying doesn't even have anything to do with anything remotely that was done in this clip. And then I couldn't believe how much like evil and insidious comments there could be. Like, let's say we have someone on that just lost their parents, which we did. We have comments like good or
they deserved it.
They deserved it. You know.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I couldn't believe that.
That's like crossing the line. But you know what, bro? At the end of the day, it's like it's just comments, you know?
Yeah.
Like people just say whatever, but in reality, it's like they wouldn't say that in person.
Of course not.
Yeah.
So I always think in my head too, like just a comment, you know? You wouldn't say this in person.
From a burner account,
You know what
usually,
I mean? Like, so don't. At the end of the day, like that's what I try to focus on, you know?
Yeah.
Because if not, you'll drive yourself crazy.
Yeah, because you can get lost in it, bro. Like just everything. Like I'm someone that's like me, my spiritual walking on the fucking barefoot self, you know, like I can get lost in technology and the phone and answering back the shit, and I'm learning now it's better to just just leave it alone.
Yeah, bro. To walk in barefoot. What other funky things they tell you to do?
You walk barefoot, so you gotta walk barefoot. All right, so I only eat meat.
You only eat meat.
It's carnivore diet, so
No vegetables ever.
no vegetables.
God bless. I should be on that diet.
Yeah, it's good. I went gluten free a long time ago, which sucks for me because like pasta and all that shit. Although
I'm gonna get a sandwich after this.
So you walk around with chicken wings or something?
Yeah, nah. Well, I fast all day, so like.
This guy's a character.
Yeah.
You remind me of my friend Matt.
Yeah.
My friend Matt has a podcast too, and he's super. I seen him doing the barefoot walking thing on the store one time.
Yeah.
But he did it on the grass.
Okay.
Like he goes to the park.
Right. Yeah. I don't give a fuck, bro. Anything can get it.
Damn. Anything could get it.
Anything can get it.
That's a wild statement right there. But all right, yeah. I mean, I, if it works for you, you know.
Yeah. Question about the food actually in Italy that we didn't get to before. From what I understand, so gluten in America apparently it's like made in a factory, and that's why it gives people a lot of issues. But in Italy, people have pasta all they want, and they're still like skinny, and they don't have any issues. Do you know anything about the differences in like the food quality?
So Italy does have more regulations on food.
Yeah.
Like even like McDonald's there, I don't know why, but McDonald's in Italy does taste better.
Yeah.
Like it's just because they have like certain laws on the beef and the, you know, like America, they don't care what they feed you,
right.
you know?
Right.
So I don't know the exact reason for that. I would just say in Italy, they just live a healthier style. Like we also like, if we have pasta, right? Like you said, spicy rigatoni. Think about like, that's heavy cream, you know, like it's just like extra added stuff, right? Whereas in Italy, it's like, you rarely see like dishes like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's more simple. Like let's say here you get like a chicken parm with spaghetti. Like you're getting that in like round one, or then you might do like, you know, a pasta and then a meat and a fish. You know what I mean? Like it's by like, but here it's like the normal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
All at once.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
you got cheese,
we'll do the
sauce,
everything I want. So like I think we just like have better eating habits with that. And also like let's say in Italy, like it's a lot more walking. You know what I mean? Like I think it's just a healthier lifestyle.
Isn't there a siesta? Is that a thing in Italy? During the middle of the day, a nap or something like that?
It depends where.
Yeah.
Where I'm from, that happens. It's crazy, bro. Like you literally, I went to my hometown. I haven't been back as much as I used to, but I went for like one day, and I called my godson there. And I'm like, yo, I'm there tomorrow. Like, just do me a favor, get prosciutto, mozzarella. Like I told him 5 things to get, just so I knew we could have lunch, because everything's close. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like just to get a couple things for the crib, because I was just there for like one day, you know. But that's how it really is over there. It's crazy.
Wow.
In the little towns, the big towns, like especially peak season, like I don't think you have to worry about that. But God bless, bro. Think about this, right? Like in Italy, they go super light with breakfast. For breakfast, like a cappuccino and like a croissant, something like that. Like a cappuccino, coffee and milk with some kind of dessert. They're not doing bacon, egg, and cheese, salt, pepper, ketchup, right? So that's already like a big lifestyle change. Like they have a light breakfast, then the siesta, like the people go home to eat a big meal, and then like for dinner you have something light typically, you know, or like sometimes they don't even have dinner, you know, like a lot of people just like, so it's like fasting, but they don't have a word for it, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's just a lifestyle.
Really? So they wouldn't eat later in the day?
I mean, like the way it is, like for me, my experiences, like where I come from in Italy, like, let's say at night you go out, like you could have like a little pizza or something, like, but it's not like a big thing to like have a crazy meal at night. It's more like eating at home, like a home cooked meal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Always going to Italy, like going out to eat, it's like especially where we come from, it's like a rare thing. Like my town literally only has like 2 restaurants.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
2,000 people, 2 restaurants. It's like one's a pizzeria and one's like, you know, a little restaurant like that, you gotta go in the mountain. It's crazy, you know, like it's a hassle to get there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, ma, just make the, you know, like me.
Right.
It's more like, okay, this guy brings over his fucking prosciutto he made 3 years ago. You know what I mean? Like people take pride in like what they make there. You know what I'm saying? Like their dried sausage, like all their dried porks, like that kind of stuff. And Italy's crazy. Where I come from, that's what it's known for. Like the suppressata, prosciutto,
Right.
cheeses, like cheeses you'll never see here, like the buffalo mozzarella, caciocavallo. Like it's crazy, like stuff that you don't see here, you know?
Right.
So it's way different.
If I wanted to party in Italy, right, I wanted to have a good time, where am I going?
Anywhere. I mean, anywhere. Like, I would go.
Can I
somewhere.
get by with not speaking Italian over there, or not
It
really?
depends where.
Yeah.
In the tourist spots, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, to party, I feel like in Italy to party anywhere on the water is lit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a lot, they do like a lot of like beach parties, cave parties, because Italy has a lot of mountains and shit. You know,
Right.
You'll find a party you like.
What's the destination? Like, what is it? Like Amalfi Coast? Is that are they partying over there? Like
Amalfi Coast, I think you can really party anywhere, but Amalfi Coast I see a lot for families and shit too.
because you know, like Ibiza in Spain,
Yeah.
like a lot of people go there.
Yeah.
Mykonos in Greece. Like, is there something
Is
like
it
that
like
for
a
Italy?
party city in Italy? Like I don't know. I'm actually going to Sardinia in a couple. I should be there August 14. It's my first time there, so like I don't know if there's like a Mykonos of Italy,
Yeah.
but it's so close to all those spots, you know.
Right.
So like a lot of Italians will go to Greece and stuff. You know, like you can just take a boat there.
Right.
So that's the thing about it. There's like a lot of little islands that are lit and stuff. So,
Mhm.
but there's not really like a crazy like splash. I don't know. Maybe I didn't figure it out yet.
Yeah. How are the? How would you say the women are in Italy?
Oh, bro, they're the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, Italian girls are beautiful. I just think the girls there are a little more, like they're not as much like over here. Like a lot of girls get surgery and shit. That's a big thing with like girls that from this area. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's not as common to have like a BBL in Italy. You know?
Yeah.
Over here, it's like, you know, if your dad has a Mercedes, you probably got a BBL.
You gotta. Yeah.
It's like more common, but
Right.
you know, and it's not a bad thing because I love that shit. But I'm just saying,
My man's a chameleon.
yeah, so I'm a
Man's
chameleon,
a
bro.
chameleon.
But
Like personality-wise, though, how are they like
Are
in
Are they more
comparison?
conservative?
Yeah.
Like
I feel like you can't like. What I've learned, you can't judge everybody off of one person. Everybody's different.
Okay.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I
course.
can't say like generalize every single Italian woman.
Well, I
just
can
'cause of
generalize Miami women for you because they're all the same.
Yeah, that's easy. that's a different animal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're talking about a whole country versus
Right.
Right. Like
Right.
full place.
But yeah, so yeah,
We just
Miami-
gotta go, huh, and just see for
Yeah,
ourselves,
exactly.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
My bad if we're asking stupid surface level questions, but
No,
I
bro,
mean,
it's fine.
yeah.
I mean, I feel like a lot of people have these questions.
Because we want to go. We talk about it a lot, and like when we go, we
Where
want
would
to
you
go.
guys go if you
We
were
want
to
to go
go?
for like a month and go everywhere.
Well, I gotta go to wherever I'm from. So I don't.
Where are you from? Do you know?
I don't completely know. I think it's Salerno.
That's where I'm from.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so then
Yeah.
there we go.
Salerno's nice, bro. You'll have a good time there.
Isn't that on the water?
Yeah, it's all over the water.
Yeah.
But some some are inland and some, you know what I mean?
Right,
Like
right.
depends how far you. But at least the water is only 30 minutes
Yeah.
away if you're far away from
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
you know?
Like, I've met family there. Like,
Yeah.
so I
you
I
should go.
I have to see that.
Yeah, you should go.
I have
so
to.
like me, right? Like the town I come from, it's a mountain town, but the beach is only 30, 20 minutes away.
Wow.
The like shitty beach is 20 minutes away. Then the nicest beach is 40 minutes away.
Mm.
But then you have like 20 minutes of like the coast
Okay.
to get to that really nice beach. So it's like, that's what's cool about Italy is like depending where you are, you could like get different vibes. You know?
Right. Yeah, no, we want to do it. That's what we're thinking about doing. Probably going to Salerno, mainland, see what that's all about, see family, and then I would like to stay in Italy, bro, for like a year. And then that wouldn't be my first trip, but like I want to fucking do I want to do the entire fucking
Yeah,
thing.
that'd be cool. As far as like living in Italy, when you guys asked before, I could picture like going for like a month at a time.
Because you know what it is, bro. Our career is so fucking in the media and in technology that like and we can really do it anywhere. You know that like I would like to just have a like if I think about my place in America, like where I want to live, I'd probably want to live in like Colorado on the side of a mountain and just have like a beautiful mansion with like saunas and steam rooms and off the grid and have like ATVs and guns and things like a lake where my kids can hang out. You know, I don't know if I'd want to live in a city because our career is like a city. I think that's why I like Italy.
Yeah. No, I could see that.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, I don't know. Like, I feel like I gotta be. I don't know if I like being far from people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like you said, Colorado on the side of mountains. To me, that bugs me out.
Yeah.
Like, if I can't like get like an egg sandwich within 10 minutes, I'll get nervous. You know?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
like, that's just the way I look. Like Brooklyn, Queens. Like, yeah, it's cool. Miami's cool too.
So would
but
you ever move from here? You always stay here?
I don't know. I mean, I think I'd like to change the vibe up once in a while, but I feel like this got to be home base.
Home
you
base,
know?
right?
Yeah.
I mean, like Miami too. Like when you go there, it's a big culture difference. Like super different.
Yeah.
You know, like there's no bodegas. Like it is different, bro.
Yeah.
You know,
Certainly
like,
different.
when
yeah.
you got to go into like a CVS to buy a gallon of milk, it's crazy. You know,
Right,
to me,
right,
it's
right,
crazy.
right.
You know,
Right.
Yeah, down south is totally different. I mean, I didn't live in. He lived in Miami. I lived in Louisiana, Alabama, Texas.
Yeah.
Two different worlds
Yeah,
from New
right,
York.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And you know what it is with me? Like I never went away for school. Like you guys got experiences living. Like I just lived here. You know.
Yeah.
Like I'll travel and stuff, but like my experiences are from living here. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I wanted to kind of switch gears and kind of talk about some,
viral
some like
Italian
trendy
shit.
viral New
Yeah.
York stuff. Like this is you. So, my first question: what are the top 3 pizzerias in New York?
Top 3.
And if and then I want you to err on the number 1. Like what's the fucking number 1? But then like give me like a close.
See, this is
tier.
like
Or if
another
it's 3.
question. Depends when you ask me. Like the answer I'll give you. I don't know. I mean, so I don't want to give like the typical answers too. I'm trying to think.
You don't have like a
Because
fucking.
I've done my list mad times, but like as of right now, I'll say New Park and Howard Beach. You ever had it? We were there yesterday, so because it's so fresh in memory, I'll give them number 1.
But what do you think about Dave Portnoy giving them a 7.8?
I mean, it's cool, I guess. Whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not a New York guy rating pizza. You know?
Right,
It's
right,
kind of
right,
weird.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
but it's cool. Like, that's what he says. I mean, I haven't been to a lot of places he's been, but
Yeah.
you know, to me, like a lot of shit is just like from learning about like doing this kind of content. It's like we just say stuff on the fly too. Like it'll just in that mood. It was probably a 7.8. Like if we went right now on a different day, he might say 9.0. I feel like that's all whatever. Like I don't like dissect content like that. You know, I just like take it for what it's worth.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But so yeah, New Park's fire, Feeney Pizza's fire, Joe's Pizza's fire, L&B. Even though like it's way different, the ambiance this time of year, summertime, you go there, get an Italian ice, and
Yeah.
it's a vibe, you know.
Mhm.
So yeah, those are some of my favorite spots. for
Okay.
sure.
What about restaurants?
Restaurants. So right now, my number 1 spot I've been going to a lot. It's Mamo. You ever
Okay.
heard of Mamo?
Where's that?
It's in the city, but they make like authentic Italian food. Like they're like got that northern like influence, so they make like a lot of truffle dishes. But it's like Cipriani. You ever been to Cipriani?
Yeah.
So it's like that, but not like that price tag. You know what I mean? Like Cipriani's mad expensive.
You
Mama's-
like Cipriani though? Like the experience
Yeah,
of
yeah.
going there?
You know what it is? Like whenever my boy Sveta's like in town, we'll eat there like all the time. So like I usually go with him a lot because he like knows exactly what to order. They show love.
The one in Soho.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean that one's small as hell. Like that's my probably least favorite one. Like
Really?
the one in Miami's fire.
Yeah.
That's the dope one. Like
Yeah.
under that hotel.
Icon.
Yeah. That one's fire. But yeah, Cipriani's definitely there. Mamo. I'll put Mamo number 1 though. Cipriani. And then of course like you gotta give places like Carbone.
Yeah.
Like if I'm in the neighborhood, like because where I live, like Don Peps is a It's a how you doing spot, you know, like
What's a how you doing spot?
it's a how you doing spot. Like you just got like it's a red sauce joint. Like, you know, you're not getting some guy screaming like banging on a plate and serving you, but like you're gonna get a nice like, you know, Italian American dish. Like it's a red sauce spot, and you kind of gotta know somebody to get in there.
Really?
And they're like one of those spots like old school, like, you know, no menus. The stuff's on the wall.
Yeah.
Like people from Queens, Brooklyn, like they know that spot, but like it's not like on these like Time Out New York top 10. No,
Right.
but it's like a spot like when I'm in that area, I like to go to.
If I want to take a girl, let's say a girl is very special to me, right? I like a girl, right? I want to take her to a nice place, nice ambiance. Where am I going?
What kind of ambiance? Like you want a party though? Or
No. Date
Like
time.
a nice date.
Like a nice date.
Honestly, I gotta give these guys credit on the list, but I would say Bamonte's probably a good spot like that.
Yeah.
Where's
Because
that?
It's right over here. So apparently they invented the chicken parm.
Okay.
I don't know if they really promote that, but like one of these like newspapers picked it up, and if you go there, it looks like it's been there forever. Like it's been open since the 1800s.
Jeez.
And like I said, they have like credit for making the chicken parm. So it's like a red sauce joint, you know, but like the lighting's cool. You could tell it's been there forever. There's like 2 phone booths in there. Like you got pictures of Joe DiMaggio signed. Like,
Oh, that's fire.
you know what I mean? Like
That's fire.
it's a dope spot. So
Uh-huh.
that would be like a spot if I'm really trying to like impress a girl, because she's gonna look it up and it's not like it's got mad reviews and it's very well known, but it's
Right.
like not.
Low key.
It's not one of those spots where you're
Yeah.
gonna see Kim Kardashian walking
Right.
out.
It's
of, you know?
thoughtful.
Exactly.
Where can I meet? Where can I meet a nice? I'm trying to start dating again. You know.
Uh-huh.
Where can I meet a nice, like New York Italian girl?
Miami.
Is there? Damn.
Not this time of year. You'll find them in Miami in January, February.
Right. Is
I
there
don't
like,
know.
cause you know, like how did you ever see Staying Alive
feel
with
like
John
all-
Travolta?
Yeah.
You know, there was that. I think there was a club called like the Space Odyssey or some shit. It just looked like a happening Italian club. Like, is there any like happening Italian places where I can go? Like we can meet cool Italian girls our age.
It's a good question, bro. We should find one like that.
They don't have anything like that.
Yeah.
Like we gotta open up a fucking nightclub, bro.
Yeah. Nobody goes to clubs anymore, though. People do like dinners with a party after, I feel.
Right. Hookah lounges.
It
Oh.
sucks though.
Instagram.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Isn't that terrible though? I feel
Yeah.
like if like I don't know, someone's like some Italian grandfather would slap
Yeah,
us for
it's
saying that, you know.
it's hard. I mean, I think a good way is like through friends and shit too. Like, you know, like old
Right.
school way. Like if you're trying to wife it up, you know, like,
Yeah.
oh, you know, nice Italian girl, like it was back in the day. Like I think a blind marriage would be perfect for you. Like,
Right. Yeah,
You know?
yeah,
like yo, link me here, you know,
yeah. Right.
some shit like that.
I would take that.
Yo, but
Damn.
think how crazy it is back in the day. Like that's how like weddings would happen. Like my grandparents got married. My grandma was 16. And I think my grandfather was like 20, and they just like got married that young. It's crazy, you know.
Wow.
Like now we have so many options and shit. Like,
Right.
It's wild if you think about it, right? Like
Yeah.
think about the divorce rate now. Like
Over 50%.
you see grandparents like nonnas and nonni, like they fucking hate each other, but they'll never leave each other. Like that's crazy to me. That shit don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
It's like now if you like a girl's Instagram picture, you might like get like you know what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
might start a huge fight.
Yeah.
Where back then it's like
Is that better if you guys hate each other to not leave each other? Like, what do you think?
I feel like it depends. Like if you have kids and stuff, like I can understand a lot of people stay for the kids and shit, bro.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like you gotta be happy. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Like that's the most important thing. Like if you're not happy, if you're just like not happy, like you're trying to work through something, like it is important to try to work through it, like all the way through. You know, try, in my opinion. But it's just like so many options out there. You know, like you can just go on Instagram right now. Look at 15 beautiful girls that you're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so imagine when you're with somebody and you see it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
so much temptation all the time. You know.
Mhm.
Yeah, the game has changed. Yeah, I've spoke about it where it's like if you back in the day, if you saw a girl, you had to go up to her in person because that was probably your
Yeah.
only opportunity you'd ever get to see her.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of men, maybe you might even be hesitant. You're like, I'll try to find her Instagram, or I might see her again. Or
was that you?
Yeah, exactly.
I hate that. Yeah,
because girls don't like that.
Yeah.
Girls talk about it. I see that on podcasts all the time.
Yeah.
Like a guy will be staring at me all night, DMs me like, "Hey, I think I saw you."
Yeah, like you got to pull up on them. I mean, I try to do that. Like, obviously now though, it's so hard to like bump into people. I feel like back in the day, like, because I was a club promoter for years, like 8 years, I was promoting clubs. So like, I feel like that era where like, everybody's gonna be at this spot Friday or Saturday night, like your whole neighborhood. I'm sure like Long Island's like that.
Of
like,
course, yeah.
We're all going to McKinney, whatever. We're all going there. You know what I mean? Like at this age, I don't think it's like that anymore. Like, it's almost like you avoid those kind of situations.
Yeah.
Like me, I avoid like kids I grew up with. Like okay, everybody's gonna be there. I'm not there.
I don't want to be there. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I'm the same way. I can't believe that though. I really can't believe that there's no like a Italian spot. You know, I don't know. Just there's no like.
We're gonna do cuisinemingle.com or something.
Yeah.
Howyoudooing.com.
There you go.
How you doing situations.
I like it.
Yeah, but honestly, I think we've been like talking to some people about doing some stuff like that. Because one of like, I've seen like these kids in Chicago do that, which is crazy. You know, like they like throw these like bangers, and it's like 150 young Italian kids, you know, and when I say young, I mean like 24, 25,
right.
You know, up to my age, 33, whatever.
Yep.
But like they all dress up, which is crazy to me because like I hate like having to put on a button down and shoes. Like
really,
I want to chill in shorts all the time. Like, but you know when you gotta dress up, you gotta dress up. You know,
right.
It just to me, I don't find myself in situations where like I want to go to this spot so I could put on like a tuxedo. You know what I'm saying? Like it's more like, damn, I got a wedding next week. I need a tuxedo. You know what I mean?
Right.
But there's kids like that like to get dressed up. You know, so they do like these like 200 a person. You know, shouts to them. They're called Avanti. But yeah, I was just there. They did an event, but it was like so many girls. Like it was crazy.
Yeah.
So like to see some shit like that, like works there. It makes me always think like, yo, this shit could work in New York. You know?
Yeah. What was your thoughts on the Jersey Shore during that whole era?
Man, Jersey Shore was like a culture shift there, you know. I think I said this on a couple pods, but before that was the show Growing Up Gotti. I don't know if you remember that show. If you guys
John
too young.
Gotti and all those people.
It was like John Gotti's grandchildren.
Yeah.
They had like the crazy blowouts, you know, like that show was huge when we were kids. Like I had to probably be like 15, but like, I remember like everybody got blowouts after that show. Like that show probably like inspired guys like Paulie D and shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've ever said it, but like literally these kids all had Paulie D's haircut. So like there's like pictures of me at Sweet 16s with like the crazy blowout. You know?
Right.
And even like friends I grew up with, like we all make fun of each other for like the blowouts and shit. You know? But yeah, that show was like a big culture changer, man. You know, and I got to meet Vinny from there, and we became friends and shit. And he's awesome, bro.
You gonna have him on?
I had him on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
By the time this comes out, I'll be out. But yeah, he's like lined up 2 weeks from now.
Sick.
Yeah. And I had him on, like we had him on another time, and then we had him on like on an Instagram live that we use as a pod during COVID and shit.
Right.
But yeah, we've had him on a couple times, but this time for real, like with the clips and shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Fire.
Have you tried to get anyone else?
There's another one confirmed I'm supposed to do.
Nice.
And someone that's related to Vinny also.
Okay.
I don't know how much you guys watch the show, but
Okay,
he has
yeah, I
an
remember.
uncle, he has an uncle on
Yeah.
the show that he just called me today.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're looking to have him on too. That's what I'm saying. Like someone like his uncle's a character. Like that's the kind of shit I want to do.
Yeah, that's
you know
what
I
you
mean? Because
need,
like
yeah.
everybody knows somebody like that.
Yeah.
Like, the older like people, like those personalities, people like everybody grew up with somebody like that. You know.
Yep.
So people relate to that.
What are your give me your top 3 Italian movies of all time. Your top 3.
Italian American movies?
Yeah.
Like I said, this is a question like depends on the day how I'll answer it. I mean, of course, The Godfather. I don't know how you want to like number this 2 or 1, whatever. But Godfather sequel is amazing.
Yeah.
Rocky sequel is amazing.
Yep.
Goodfellas,
Yeah.
Casino. Bronx Tale,
Yeah.
Donnie Brasco. I mean, they're all
It's
classics.
all the standard.
Yeah.
They're
They're
all
all
good.
classic,
They're
bro.
all
Like
good.
I can't give like one day.
Right,
you know,
right,
I'll say
right.
Donnie Brasco actually like took place on this block though.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, like the club was on that corner. So for me, like Donnie Brasco, it doesn't get as much love as like Goodfellas and Bronx Tale and
Right.
you know those ones. But that one to me is like cool because like growing up, I remember that social club like walking by it. So
That's pretty cool.
it's the story's cool. But yeah, I enjoy all that shit.
Why do you think people love Italian culture so much? Because Jersey Shore was like the fucking greatest show of all time.
Mhm.
When people speak about good
Sopranos too.
movies,
Yeah,
Sopranos.
That's my favorite show.
Yeah.
Yeah, people often when speaking about great movies, right? The Godfather, Goodfellas. What do you think it is?
I think we got some swagger, you know, like everybody wants to be Italian, you know, like I don't know what it is, like even in rap lyrics you hear, you know, like if you like, you know, you love Italian food or you love Italian fashion or Italian cars, like I feel like it's something like a lot of people, you know, we have the best of everything, the best fashion, most beautiful girls, you know, like so it's something about like just our swagger, you know.
Yeah, it is fucking cool. And now,
Yeah.
now I'm thinking of Lamborghini,
You know what I'm saying? Like
Ferrari.
Versace, Gucci.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Hold
what
up
other
a
culture
second.
really has that? You know, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
we really like push a certain lifestyle. You know,
Right.
you know how you doing?
Yeah,
That little-
yeah.
just that lifestyle.
Right.
Have you ever tried to get any of the Italian athletes on, like Gallinari?
I actually
Balotelli?
was just DMing him.
Really?
We should have. He has a podcast with his brother. So I was telling his brother about the dates, whatever. He just got traded. I don't know if he got traded 100% or what the deal is.
He
with
was
that.
in the trade.
He was, right?
Yeah,
So
he
he's
was
in
in the trade.
Washington now,
Yep,
right?
yep.
Because I was supposed to go to Boston to do it with him and his brother, but I think now with him in Washington, it's like, I don't know if it's a little, it's something I got to push on a little bit, but.
There's another guy, maybe I'm sure you could get in touch with. You might know him, Nico Mannion.
Yeah, he plays in Italy now.
Plays
yeah.
for, yeah.
I was talking to Bancaro about it.
Oh,
too.
yeah?
Yeah, I met Bancaro in person.
That would be cool.
He would be a big guest.
Yeah.
They love him in Italy, too. Even though he's not playing for the national team,
Mm-hmm.
like.
He had the option to, right?
Yeah. But I mean, bro, I'd rather play for USA, too, you know?
Yeah.
It'd be much easier.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're always in contact with those kind of people, you know. UFC, like everything, you know.
Oh, the who's the guy in the UFC? The Italian guy, 185-pound division.
Is it
Martin Vittori.
Yeah, we had him on.
You had him on?
On Zoom.
Oh,
yeah.
fire.
Yeah, we had him on. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, bro. Like, dude, that's why like your stock, like, bro, this is gonna be a fucking empire,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
that's
This
what
is
we're
gonna
hoping to do. But that's why I do think, like, it's time to level up the content a little bit. You know, like
No.
instead of a budget for a pod, you do like a whole, like a movie or something. Like that's a game changer. I think.
Right.
Mhm.
All right, bro. So, kind of, getting close to the end. I figured when we first got in here, you were like, you guys get all like deep and shit, and we didn't really. We
Yeah.
kind of dove surface level, cause bro, you know how the clips work, bro. We
Yeah.
want to get a lot of those
Yeah.
fucking short clips out. But I guess like one of the last questions we got for you would be like, what would you say you think your purpose is?
My purpose. I think I'm the bridge from Italy to Italian Americans
Yeah.
in my own weird way. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's not many people like me out there that could bridge Italian, like what's big in Italy, to what's big in Italian America, you know? So, like, just shit like, guys like Kush, Meals by
Yeah.
Kush, I was hanging outside. Like, he met my boy, the biggest artist in Italy, and it's like, to me, it's hilarious. Like, who would ever imagine, like, these two opposite versions of being Italian in one room? And to me, like, the culture difference is so funny and shit. And, like, because, like, I see both sides, to me, that's, like, what I feel my purpose is, like, displaying that, Like, people that see me, like, my stories and stuff on Instagram, they'll see, like, there's a lot of funny moments surrounded around me, So I just have fun with what I'm doing, like, it doesn't feel like work, and we just basically hang out and, fun stuff happens.
Yeah, and I think that's like so cool though, because like we usually ask that, like, what's your purpose to our guests, and And not that there's anything wrong with a lot, but it's a lot of them are in the same ballpark. Like this is such a different purpose.
It's not like helping others.
It's so
that,
unique.
you know, like,
in a way, I guess
no, I'm
it is.
saying the answer.
Right.
It's you didn't say helping others.
Yeah, it's just so unique to like I'm like bridging the gap. Like I'm the one guy like bridging the gap between American Italian and like actual Italian.
And you're doing it, which is
and you're doing like at a very high level.
Yeah.
So
man, it's crazy to me, but yeah, it's like what I feel I'll be doing for the rest of my life. You know what I mean?
That's
at
awesome.
At some kind of level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
All
yeah, this was great, man.
Beautiful.
Yeah, this was.
Well,
You were
thank
one.
guys for having me, man.
Yeah,
Good
you were
luck
one
with
of my
everything,
guests.
too.
I definitely
Yeah.
always wanted to have on.
Absolutely, bro.
We're both gonna look back in a year
Yeah.
and see where the progress for both
Hell
of our
yeah.
shows came, and just be like, we'll probably do it in Italy.
Let's
Yeah,
do it. I'll be
Yeah.
fire.
Do it in Italy. Yeah, do some
Let's
crazy
do
shit.
it.
I'll have a couple
Yeah,
of
that'd be
Italian.
fire.
I'll have the spots for
Maybe
you. I'll
the
figure out
second time
spots.
you go. The first time you gotta enjoy it. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Walk around barefoot in Italy. You know?
That's what I'm gonna do. Cut.